welcome to the Salvation Army Community-Based Rehabilitation Center in Duakwa. We are happy today for the first time in almost 40 years and then in 100 years of mission work in Ghana. We are fortunate to have equipment through the support of the leadership that is going to support us to help our friends who are amputated. And for many years, almost like a 4 decades, we haven't had such equipment which normally support us to render such a service to these categories of disabled person. It is through the grace of God that through our territorial leadership, we are fortunate that today, for the first time in many years, we have this valuable, expensive equipment which will add value to the services that are going to help many of our children and many of our adults who, by reason or the other, may need a prosthesis or artificial legs. We don't have many of such in the country. We only have the Calyx machines, and then the Salvation Army will be the next. And I know that this is going to go a long way to support the services that we render here. And indeed, this goes to confirm our mission for serving and saving the suffering humanity.
So I'm Bernard Asante, QBC, the head of the mental health unit. And currently we are in our unit with my other colleague, Chimama Issa, who also assists us with our duties. We are much grateful for the presentation which is being done to us. Because this is really going to help us to raise enough funds to also care for other people. This presentation will also go a long way to help those who are in dire need in terms of their amputation, and because creating this artifact will also going to help them to at least be able to walk and do any other activities that will help them in their daily life. We thank you so much for what you are really bringing to us, and we will be very, very much grateful. All that we can say is, well, God richly bless you for all that you have done for us. Thank you.
I am Samuel Daniel, the clinical head of the Salvation Army Rehabilitation Center, AGONA Duakwa. On behalf of the clinical setting, I want to say we are so much grateful to the Salvation Army and its leaders for this awesome deal that they offered to the Rehabilitation Center. Indeed, prosthesis is a mainstream of the rehabilitation setting, and we having these equipments and the initiative that has been put in place, I can only say that we are so pleased because it is going to make the rehabilitation center in Duakwa a huge difference. A huge difference in the rehabilitation center, rehabilitation work all over the country as a whole. So we want to say we are so grateful, and then we want to also continue to plead that whenever such initiatives avail itself, we are ready to help, because the skills and then the education are already there. We only need the equipment to offer these helps to the people. Thank you very much, and we are so much grateful.
I'm Sarah, I'm an intern from the Netherlands, and I agree with my clinical head. I think these machines will make such a huge difference in the health system in Ghana, because you can help a lot of people, children, teenagers, but also adults and even elderly people with prosthesis, and I think that's so nice.
You are welcome to the Salvation Army Rehab OPD department. And first and foremost, we thank the leadership for this great efforts they've put into the work we do here by getting us this machine. think it is going to really help us to expand the services we give to our clients, especially the clients with disabilities, and mostly those with amputation. This machine will go a long way to help us make an effort for them to live their normal lives as they always wish for. We thank the headquarters, the Salvation leadership for the great efforts they've given us. And we know we are going to do our best to make their goals and their visions achieved. Thank you.
This morning, once again, we are indeed grateful to the leadership of the Salvation Army, Ghana, for having come our way once again to do us good. Good in the sense that for so many years, about 40 years, since the establishment of our rehabilitation center, we've been doing a lot in terms of making assistive devices for clients who need them. But then little did we know that we'll come to this stage today where we're going to receive a big equipment that is going to facilitate in making artificial limbs. So we are indeed very grateful. And I think this will go a long way to promote the rehabilitation work that we have embarked on. And again, it has gone a long way to emphasize the actualization of persons with disability. And I think this is something that leaders of the Salvation Army will be very happy with. Thank you very much.
Let me use this opportunity to thank THP for assisting us to have this special equipment. We are very grateful because this will improve our revenue generation. And a lot of our clients are willing to go through this process, but because of we don't have this equipment, we are not able to undertake this operation. But as of now, we know most of our disabled parents are financially not strong. So if THQ and HIP, and in addition to Salvation Army, we can be solicitors of funds to assist our clients to be very good, and that this will increase our revenue generating and improve our facility. We thank you all.
We are entering into the orthopedic workshop. This is the orthopedic workshop of the Salvation Army Community-Based Rehabilitation Center. And this workshop has been existing for over 4 decades now. And for many years now, we have not. The workshop has not seen any change or any refurbishment, and so it is very important that as we have this equipment, the workshop can see the light of day, and then we will be able to also improve the structures that we have here. And anytime it rains, the carpenter cannot even work here. The rain have to come here, and it's like it is always affected the work that they do here. And it's like with this new equipment, it is very important that we improve the structures over here, so that at least we can have a very enable environment for the workshop staff to also work. As we speak, we don't even have toilets, we don't even have other things here that should be able to help the staff also to cope with it. If you look at this environment, it will be very difficult for us to even place the machines and other things here. This is the reason why I am pleading with the government of Ghana through the Salvation Army leadership to come to Macedonia and help us. This is not a modern workshop. Once we have this equipment, it is very important that we also improve the structures over here, so that the equipment that we have received today, we will be able to put them in a well-organized environment, so that when clients even come around, they will feel comfortable, so that anything that the staff will do here will go a long way to improve the structures that we have over here. And I am very sure that the workshop staff are very happy, they are very thrilled, but their happiness will be complete if the whole place is renovated, and at the same time we put the structures here in order, so that the new equipment will better serve the clients, those with amputation, and those who may need these specialized services. I know that the leadership will listen, and I know that they will do something about it. Just as they have managed to release this equipment to us, they will also improve the structures we have over here. And I know that the government of Ghana and other civil societies will also come to our aid. Don't leave the Salvation Army, don't leave the clients and the people that we are serving. We know that this is purely a service to God and country. Thank you.
My name is Michael Badu, the current manager for Prosthetics and Orthotics Workshop at AGONA Salvation Army. I'm here with Mr. Napoleon Issa. Currently, we are in school doing a further studies in Prosthetics and Orthotics. We've heard that our leaders have been able to help us to get the new machines for our work. So, on behalf of the center, we say a very big thank you to our leaders for making it possible for us to get these new machines. We know it is going to make our work more effective and efficient, and also will go a long way to help our clients. But the current situation our workshop is in now is very bad, and I don't even think we can get enough space to install the machines. I therefore plead with the leaders or any donor to come to our aid, to support us, to help us, to either renovate our old workshop, to do some extension, or to get a new modern orthopedic workshop. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
So we heard what the individual key staff said. As far as these items are concerned, I will, on behalf of the management of this center, I will personally thank the Territorial Commander, Colonel Seth Apiatin, for his personal role in pushing this agenda for us to get this equipment. Not forgetting our hard-working Chief Secretary, Lieutenant Colonel Simon Nimutu, and then our Program Secretary, Lieutenant Colonel Justice Inkum, and all other individual leaders at the territorial headquarters who contributed to ensure that these equipments are released to the rehabilitation center. By the end of the day, it is not for me as an administrator or any of the staff here, but it's to ensure that we are able to meet the mission of the Salvation Army by reaching out to those in need. We are getting this equipment for the first time in 100 years of mission to God and country. And it is our expectation that we will be able to work hard to recover the cost. And also these equipment adding value to the services that we render here. We thank the leadership very much for everything that they have done for us. As far as these equipment is concerned, we appreciate this, and we will put these items into a good use. Thank you so much. And we encourage the government of Ghana and the civil society, because if you look at Act 715, Persons with Disability Law, it clearly states and mandates the government of Ghana to provide these services to persons with disability. So if organizations like Salvation Army, the Catholics and the rest are taking these initiatives, it is just natural for the government of Ghana and the people of Ghana to come in to support the effort of the Salvation Army. I would therefore take this opportunity to invite all those who by one way or the another is having an issues with amputation. Come to Salvation Army Duakwa. We will do our best to fix your legs so that you will be able to go about your normal duties. Thank you very much, and God bless us.
It can't.
Come through the door. You can't go through the door. Are you sure? The box is not going through the door. No, let's try it. Then we have to come and breathe It can also be done now. But how did they put it in? Did they use a crane?
Yes.
They use a crane. They use a crane.
The basis is simple.
So where is your hammer and things? Hey, Mama say, I don't know.
They haven't come with the hammer yet.
I need the record here. Who don't search it now? I need to be sure.
You should add one or two in the middle. Hey.
And the thing is, the ones that you got, they are short.
For 14-year-old Sharon Salifu and Mr. Jonas Sari, an adult, when they were fitted with artificial legs to walk again after being unable to walk for more than a decade. A major achievement by the Salvation Army community-based rehabilitation center at AGONA Duakwa in the central region. For the first time in its 36 years of existence, the center is producing prosthetics or artificial limbs. The Salvation Army Hospital has existed for more than 70 years, but the Rehabilitation Center has been in existence for 36 years. The hospital provides general services to people from AGONA West and East areas of the central region, as well as the Eastern, Western, Ashanti, and Greater Accra regions. The Rehabilitation Center offers disability services including orthopedic, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, among others. After many years of research and training, the center initiated moves to produce artificial limbs themselves to help those in need at reasonable cost. The news team visited the prosthetic and orthotics workshop. The workshop manager, Mr. Michael Bedu, took the team through the processes of producing the prosthetic and the cost per unit.
It will take you about 48 to 73 hours to make one. Yes, you need to take a measurement, you need to do your assessment, you need to do casting, you need to do modification and come back to lamination before you can shape all the edges and assemble them together.
14-year-old JHS pupil from Kofodia, Ms. Sharon Salifu, who has been there for more than a week, was ready to get her artificial leg fixed. Sharon had mixed feelings.
I'm very happy to get another leg. Make us say,
Sharon's mother, Madame Lamina Salifu, couldn't hold back her tears as she recalled how Sharon lost her leg. She called for support for the center to help more people living with disabilities. A visibly happy former Member of Parliament for Krachi and Chumuru, Mr. John Majisi, who had gone to visit Mr. Asari, urged the government to support the center to produce more affordable prosthetics. The administrator of the Salvation Army Community-Based Rehabilitation Center, Mr. Raymond Bedu, appealed to the government, organizations and philanthropists for assistance. The chief of AGONA, Nana Amoakwa Bredu, also called for support for the hospital.